Hello, YouTube community. It's Christine, narc survivor, here today. I just wanted to talk to you guys about the new supply today. I'm coming out of this narcissistic abusive relationship. It was a 2.5, 3 year relationship, on and off again relationship. Of course, during the period of our relationship, it was constant gaslighting, devaluation, discard, re-ideation, devaluation, discard. There's lots of cheating and all of that went on and took place. So, what I wanted to discuss with everybody today, because I'm at the end of the tunnel right now, I went through the healing process, the beginning of I was pregnant, not being able to eat, sleep, function, think. You think your world is just falling apart and you can't understand or wrap your head around what exactly is going on in your life. And then you're out in public and you see the narcissist with the new supply. And as the narcissist is already groomed in the process, grooming the new supply, they're just wheeling you along for the ride, trying to keep you in the Harlem garage, so that when they're ready to take you off the shelf, you'll be hopefully ready, waiting there for the narcissist to come back. In my case, so when it comes to the discard, you come to a realization. There's empaths and there's super empaths. And the way that I like to explain the two is that an empath will sometimes they shut the door on the narcissists, but they leave it open for conversation. They don't completely go no contact. Where a super empath deals with it, crushes the narcissist. It's the narcissist's worst fear is a super empath, because you deal with the situation and you slam that door shut and you never look back. The super empath realizes their worth. They realize that they never needed the narcissist. They find their strength, and when they find their strength, holy, watch out. And that's a super empath. So basically, what I wanted to talk about today is how the new supply does all the narcissist bidding, does all the narcissist dirty work. The new supply, we were all a new supply. We were all oblivious, kind of blinded to what was going on at the time, because our feelings were true. The way that we felt, it was real. The narcissist, not so much. Nothing is real. Everything is fake, a facade, a lie with a narcissist. Don't get that twisted. So basically, the new supply is believing what the narcissist is saying. My ex is crazy. My ex keeps the kids from me. My ex took everything. My ex left me with nothing, and now look at me. Woe is me. I'm the victim. Somebody help me. Somebody, please. I'm a victim. And it's so funny, because on the outside looking in now, you're like, what? For real? What was I even attracted to? Like, why? Why did I stay involved with that for so long? So the narcissist has his new supply doing all this dirty work. So, all the social media these days, it's so easy for people to attack others. It's not like you have to show up at their house anymore. That's been done too. But, so, there's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's Snapchat, and the list goes on, tagged. So it's quite easy for the narcissist to triangulate you with the new supply. You are already a target. The new supply knew all about you before you even found out about the new supply. Unfortunately, all the new supply knows about you is lies, what the narcissist has told the new supply. And this goes for females and males, not just males, not just females. When I cross-reference, it's for both. I find today's society, there are a lot of male narcissists, but I'm actually seeing a lot of female narcissists more and more. It's a thing. So basically, the new supply does all the dirty work. They call you out on social media. They create TikToks. Somehow in their head, the narcissist has built them up to think that they're better than you or something. I don't know. it's a thing. um, but just know that the narcissist is not treating that new supply any different. And once the love bombing and the grooming and all of that wears off, they're going to get it twice as bad. Once the narcissist realizes that the new supply isn't making you jealous and you couldn't care less, um, it's the narcissist is going to give them exactly what they gave you. So, yeah, the narcissist is playing the same hamster wheel game that they played with you. Nothing's any different. Um, if you could be a fly on the wall behind closed doors, you would see that for yourself. It's unfortunate. Looking back now, I don't hold as much anger as I used to towards the situation. I've come to peace with it. You will too. It seems impossible at the beginning, like you're never going to get here, but you do. I promise you, you do. And you feel like you're never going to meet somebody and be able to move on with your life, but I promise you, you do. And, that person is fantastic and treats you the way that you should have been treated all along. So, with that being said, the narcissist, it's unfortunate, but that was your chapter to live with the narcissist. And now the new supply gets their turn with the narcissist. And they think that they found the keeper a real winner, and they're in for a rude awakening, unfortunately. And unfortunately, I can't talk. And unfortunately, it's inevitable. They have to live out their story with the narcissist. The narrative keeps going. We had our turn with the narcissists, and they just discard and they find new supply and they keep going. But this cycle doesn't stop with you. So don't get that confused. The cycle continues and continues and continues. Except for when you are primary grade A supply and they've downgraded. Because most of the time narcissists downgrade. They downgrade for what is at their level, what they're used to. A low vibrational person, but they're low vibrational as well. You were the queen bee. You were the filet mignon, whatever they call that. And that's just a dog bone. Unfortunately, we always in our heads presume that the narcissist has upgraded or they found somebody that is better than us because they always made us feel like our self-worth was low. They made us feel like we weren't worthy enough, like we weren't good enough, like and we're always walking on eggshells and trying to please the narcissist and do whatever the narcissist wanted us to do. And so when they discard, you automatically presume they've upgraded and they found something better, great. And then when you're out in public and you see them with the new supply and you're like, oh, what, wait a minute, what, wake up, girl, wake up. Are you seeing things clearly? And, you're just like, wow, that's really okay. So there's a there's a few reasons why the narcissist downgrades in my personal experience. It could be that your expectations of the narcissist were too high. They don't like being held accountable or responsible for anything, so they would rather just downgrade with somebody that won't hold them accountable. They could go out, cheat, do whatever, and they're not going to know any better. So yeah, they're not expected the standards that you have. They don't have those standards anymore. They're no standards, zero. And so they try to make you jealous with the new supply because they feel like, I don't know, that's something you're going to do. But no. Once you see the new supply, yeah, hell's to the no, not jealous. And so, the number one thing I feel, I have 2 children with my narcissist, my ex-narcissist. And, the main thing is just protecting your children. That's number one priority. Protect your children. Keep them away from that emotional, mental abuse because it only harms and damages the children in the long run. And you need to do whatever it takes to keep your children safe for their well-being. Like they don't deserve to be around that. So, you know, as a mom, I do whatever it takes to protect my children, and that's my number one goal. Second advice, no contact. Completely just ignore emails. Um, Follow the court order unless you've got rights to, you know, change dates or times. If it's under the discretion of, you know, that parent, then do what you need to do for your children. Just don't play games. It's not worth it. And like I said in a previous video, document and back everything up. Video surveillance, emails, text messages, uh, you know, go get the evidence that you need, because narcissists lie through their teeth. Let me repeat that again for the people in the back. Narcissists lie through their teeth. Nothing comes out of their mouth that has any truth to it. So, you know, making sure that you've got the documentation to back up what you're saying is key. Key. I can't express that enough. Document everything. And basically no contact. It's not worth it, really. These narcissists are stuck. They live in a delusional world. There's no reality at all to their world, okay? They're stuck in life. Where they are right now is where they're going to be 20 years from now. These types of people never progress. They're evil. They do people dirty. And eventually, when you do people dirty as much as narcissists have, the karma comes back to them. Okay? What you reap is what you sow. So whatever you plant in the universe is gonna come back. So just at first, we all want revenge. We are hurting. We're angry. We cannot believe that the people that we trusted and loved at one time did us so dirty. But just know that they're gonna get exactly what they did right back. So wanting revenge at that point in time, let it go. Honestly, the best revenge is living your best life and being successful and striving to be the best you. That's the biggest revenge. Because as you boss up and elevate up the ladder, the narcissist sits from afar, lurks, and is still stuck in the bottom of the ladder. So there's no point on even wanting revenge or trying to even, you know, get them back. Let karma naturally give them a taste of their own medicine. That's just, let it naturally happen, and it will. Sit back with your popcorn, live the best life, and watch them just kind of amount to nothing. Like, that's it. They're just scum on the bottom of a rock. It's the best term I could use to describe a narcissist. It's unfortunate. I never even thought that, like, I didn't even know what a narcissist was prior to being in a relationship with one. I was oblivious to it all, to the abuse. I had no idea what I was going through. I didn't even know the term gaslighting. All I knew is that what I was experiencing wasn't normal. It wasn't right. I was second guessing my sanity. Did I really hear that? Did he say that? He's telling me he didn't say it. Did he say it? Yeah, it's just, once you leave, it took me a full year of working on myself and healing to realize that I wasn't the problem, that what was happening wasn't normal, that the abuse was there, you know, projection, gaslighting, deflecting, the mental abuse, the devalue stage. Like, you get treated like garbage. And the worst part of it is the smear campaign. After the discard, they run your name through the dirt. They make it, you know, they tell everybody how you're crazy, you're controlling, they couldn't do anything, they couldn't go anywhere. Meanwhile, it was what was happening to you. You would go to work, make the money that they would spend, and come home, look after the kids, and that was your life. Heaven forbid you got groceries, you wouldn't hear the end of it. Or you ran into a friend somewhere, you wouldn't hear the end of it. It took you too long. A lot of narcissists have their dependencies, such as drugs, gambling, sex, a whole book of worms that you probably don't even know the half of what your narcissist did while you were together. I'm still finding out things. I'm still like, wow, how did I not see this again? Yeah, it blows my mind the amount of stuff that I'm still finding out that the narcissist partook during our relationship. It's unfortunate. But just know that you're free. You are free now. And as sad and as hurt as you may feel, this is a blessing in disguise. You are free. You have the freedom to do whatever you want with your life. You don't have to feel stuck anymore. And what you're feeling right now is most likely the trauma bond. And once you get through that, you're going to feel amazing. The possibilities are endless for you. And you can just prosper and bloom like the flower that you are. I hope that my video helps somebody along in their healing journey. I know that it took me a year, and I'm making these videos to try and help you move a bit quicker in the healing process. If I could make it that much shorter than a year for you, then I'm glad to help, because it was the longest year of my life. I learned a lot, and I found a lot out about myself in the healing journey, but I just wouldn't wish that kind of pain on anyone. And so if I can help you get to where you need to be quicker, then amen. So I hope that this video resonates with some of you, and if it doesn't, maybe one of my other videos will help you. But I wish you nothing but peace, and God bless you all.